We are back for another pregnancy update. I need to get myself cozy here, situated. Oh man, just got that on my couch. Hi, how we doing? All right, Nala, you can come up here, baby. You can come up here. All right, so let's just do a little pregnancy update for weeks 23, 24, and 25. I forgot the last couple weeks to update you, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's not like so many updates, at least like in my brain, because I'm the one like living in it. Maybe if I actually would write everything down, I'd have more to talk about, but I keep forgetting to do that. But we're just gonna do a summary of the last like few weeks. And it's crazy because I only have 2 more weeks left in the second trimester. That just feels so surreal to me that I'm almost 26 weeks and I have 2 more weeks left in the second trimester. It's like, where is the time going? It's so weird because time feels like it goes so fast and then also feels so slow at the same exact time. Just the anticipation of bringing a new baby into your family is just so many emotions. To catch everyone up, if you're new around here, I'm Alex. Hi, I am a mom of a little girl who's 2.5, and I have baby number 2 on the way, who is also a little girl. And I will say, we have decided on her name. The name we have picked out for a boy, which can be a boy or a girl, I'll give you a little hint. That was the name we were going to use. And then just like that instinctual thing that happens when you're a mom, like you can't really explain it, but you just like feel something so strongly. Like that's not her name. Like it is not her name. And there's another name that actually wasn't on my list, and I don't even think I included in the video I did when I was pregnant with Sage about baby names I love but I won't be using, which I might be doing another one of those, but I barely have any names at all. So I don't even know if it's worth making the video. Maybe I'll do like a short form on like Instagram or TikTok or something. But anyway, I remember liking this name probably like, I don't know, over the last like couple or few years, but never actually put it on my list, I don't think. But it like came to me recently and I'm like, wait, I love that name. And it just, I like sat on it for a while. It was the number 2 name. And then I'm like, wait, no, that's her name. That is who she is, and I just feel it so strongly. So now we're just figuring out how to spell it. There's a few different meanings based off of how you spell the name, and Clark and I are not agreeing on how to spell it, so we have to figure that out, but we have her name. Clark was like hesitant at first because he just didn't want to make like a complete clear decision. He's like, let's just sit on it, we have time. But everything that he brings up, I'm like, I don't like that name. Like I know that this is her name. So finally he's on board and agrees and likes the name too. But yeah, we just have to figure out how to spell it. And Sage says it all the time and it's so cute. I will cry right now. Just the way she says her name is like, so cute. Why? Okay. Anyway, let's do just a quick summary. Okay, so the last video I did was 21 weeks, 22 weeks. Okay, my card is full and it just cut me off, but I don't know where it cut me off because I wasn't paying attention. So I don't know what I said last. Anyway, okay. All right, but we're gonna talk about weeks 23, 24, 25. Feel like they're kind of similar. I'm in the middle of the second trimester, feeling really good overall, have my energy. I've had this like realization over the last few weeks of just being like, I feel just really good and like really excited about being pregnant. Not that I like, obviously I'm very excited and grateful to be pregnant, but like this just like, I don't know, like sappy, emotional, like cozy feeling about being pregnant, and like something about having a toddler and being pregnant. I'm just like, it just feels like such a beautiful thing, and I'm just like kind of relishing in that. I just feel like I've appreciated it on like a deeper level the last couple weeks, I guess. And not that I didn't before, but it just feels like an extra layer of sweetness to it. I don't know. I'm still getting the back aching, which is like that. Sometimes it's a dull, like cramping kind of achy feeling. And then sometimes it just like escalates and it's so intense and it's always on my right side. And sometimes it's in the front and then sometimes it's in the back. Sometimes it's at the same time. Man, it is something serious. I did not experience that with Sage, and I'm still going to the chiropractor, which I know is helping a lot. And I'm actually going and getting a prenatal massage today. I'm so excited for that. That is gonna feel so good. I'm wanting to do at least 2 this pregnancy. Ideally, I do more, but you know, we gotta be smart with our money. So I'm doing that today, and then probably I'll do 1 in the 3rd trimester leading up to having her. So I've done acupuncture twice, and I would like to do it another time, like closer towards when the baby's coming. Like maybe when I'm 37 weeks and I'm like, okay, she is like good to come in the next like however long, I'll probably go get the acupuncture to like have them do all the things to like naturally get things revved up and prepared in the positioning of the baby. And like it can be used as like a natural thing to induce, like not like trying to have the baby come when the baby's not ready, but just to like help things move along naturally, and like especially getting baby in the right position. That's kind of like a big thing that I've been thinking about a lot lately, is I just really want her to get into the right position, and like what can I be doing to make that happen. So I did get my birthing ball, the workout ball, whatever you want to call it. I have one in storage, but I'm like, to dig through everything, which we do need to do soon because we have a bunch of newborn stuff in there. But I'm like, I'm just gonna order another one on Amazon for like $20 and just blow it up and use it now. So I did that, and the last couple of days I've been bouncing on that a lot. I've been sitting on it instead of sitting on a chair, especially while I'm on the computer during Sage's nap time. I'm not sitting in a chair and I'm sitting on that ball on my computer doing work, so that I'm just, you know, leaning forward, my pelvis is tilted correctly, I'm doing circles. It just feels so much better in my body, especially that back pain that I've been getting. And I know that's gonna optimize getting her in the right position to come out. So there's that. And then I also had a midwife appointment at week 24. I included that in the last vlog, but if you missed that, I get to go to my midwife's house, which is so nice and convenient. She lives so close. And that has just been a whole wonderful, different kind of way of doing things this time. Last time I was like traveling like downtown Atlanta and like going to all my appointments, and I just did not like that at all. I mean, do what you gotta do. But this time I get to go not far down the street. I get to be in the comfort of my midwife's home. I get to just chat with her. It's so much more comfortable and it's just relaxed, and I get to bring Sage with me every single time, and she can play with the dog, and it's just such a family-oriented thing, and like the way that I want to bring this child into the world. Now that I have something to compare it to, you know, with this being my second, I definitely prefer this kind of prenatal care compared to what I experienced with Sage. Like I just love the way that I'm doing things right now. So to go along with that, at the appointment we talked about the glucose test, and my midwife is like, she's amazing. She's very, very good. She's like very like known to be like one of the best around the area. So that makes me feel like so comforted and just safe with her. But she really lets the moms like take things on. She's there to answer any questions, to be there when you have the baby, and the whole thing. Like obviously there's a lot that she contributes, like a lot, but she really puts it in the mom's hands. If we want to deny anything, if we want to do something, she just kind of honors the mom and the mom's decisions and the choices that we're making for ourselves. And I just love that so much. There's no pressure, like you have to do this test, you have to have this, or you have to do that. And it's not like that at all. And now, especially again, second time around, I feel so much more confident in the decisions that I'm making. I've learned a lot. I've already experienced a whole pregnancy, labor, and delivery, and I know like things that I want to do and what I don't want to do. So this is the time where I would do the glucose test. If you're not familiar, that's a standard test that every practice basically will make you do. They have different options now. Originally, it's like this really sugary, nasty drink. I mean, it doesn't taste awful. It's like the feeling afterward, at least for me. Like I got it down, because I think you have to drink it, I can't even remember at this point. You have to drink it within a certain amount of time. So it's like this, I don't know how many ounces it is, but it's this drink you have to drink within like 5 minutes or something. And then they test your blood after to see like where your levels are, to determine if you have gestational diabetes. And when I did it with Sage, I think I was like 26 weeks when I did it, I'm pretty sure. And I didn't want to do it. I wanted to do an alternative, like the fresh test, or like drink orange juice and do it. Or there's one where you like do jelly beans or something. It's like every option seems unhealthy. It's like, that's a whole other thing I'm not gonna even just like get into, because it's just like, why are we putting this stuff in women's bodies who are building babies? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but that is my opinion. Anyway, I felt kind of pressured to do it, and I obviously wanted to make sure that I was safe, baby was safe, and that I didn't have it, and just blah, 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 blah. This time around, I was like, I'm just not gonna do it. Like, I feel like I'm fine, and people may like freak out because I just said that, but guess what? You get to make your own decisions. I wasn't gonna do it because I'm like, I'm not drinking that. My midwife doesn't even offer that. Her option is the finger prick. So basically you have a meal that she suggests based off of like the carb load or the protein load. You can like choose 2 different options, I believe. You take your blood before, eat the food, which I'm pretty sure is a breakfast, because I think it's first thing in the morning, and then you wait 2 hours and then you prick your finger again, test it, and then I let her know what it is, and then we can determine where I'm at. And if you do end up having gestational diabetes, it's very, the way that you keep it under control and handle it is diet. I'm educated in that area, so for me, I feel confident that I could handle that, and also that I am not going to have it. I don't know if that just sounds weird to say that I feel like I'm just not gonna have it, because a lot of things can be very unpredictable, but that's just kind of where I'm at. But anyway, I decided, I was like, okay, well, it's not all these nasty things I have to put in my body that I don't want to put in my body, but I'll do the finger prick. So I was like, okay, I'm good to do that. Like, let's do it. That way I know that I'm good and I'm not putting anything in my body that I don't want to. So that for me feels like best case scenario. But again, I love that I had the option of saying yes or saying no, and yeah. And around this time is a huge growth spurt. So the baby goes from like around a pound to doubling its weight to about 2 pounds now. I think in a week or two, like it happens very fast. And I'm feeling that, because now that I'm 25 weeks, I'm like definitely feeling that. I feel so much heavier. I feel like I'm like over it at the end of the day. I'm also getting this feeling of, it's really hard to put into words. Like I feel like I'm strained. Like it's almost like, it's more so like up in this area right here where I just feel like my body's like it feels like my baby and my uterus are like separating from my body, and it feels like it's like, oh, I don't even know how to explain it. It's not like round ligament pain, or maybe it is, I don't know. But it feels like I'm like trying to get air, and like certain positions maybe feel better. So I don't know if it's just her getting bigger and taking up more space, but like, I don't remember that feeling with Sage. I like have to sit or lay down to make it feel better. When I'm living life throughout the day and taking care of Sage, it's like I don't get to do that. So it's hard, because I'm just like, why do I feel this? Like, what is going on? And I feel her very, very low. So it's not like she's sitting up high, like straining me like up in here, but now that she is bigger, maybe she just really is all over. I don't know, but that feeling is like, where it's like my body is telling me like, you have to stop, you have to rest. So maybe that's what my body's saying. I don't really know, but it's like this, I don't know how to explain it. I'm using my core in a way that I shouldn't or something, but I'm just like trying to like do normal everyday things, you know? So I don't know what that all is, but I had a couple people say that they felt that a lot in their second pregnancy too. So that makes me feel a lot better. And as far as movement goes, this chick is busy. She's busy. And I've said this several times, but my placenta is on the back this time, whereas with Sage, it was on the front, which can block a little bit of feeling of like the movement, because it creates like a little barrier. So I'm not sure if that's what it is. I think this baby is just way more active. I felt her move so much earlier on than I did with Sage. She's just a very, very active baby. Like, I lay down and she just literally doesn't stop. Like, she's like, da-na-na-na, and just like shaking, and like, I mean, it was like, like, what is going on? She's a little crazy girl in there right now. My midwife did say that she is like this between my hips. So she's like laying like this, and that can be what's causing that back pain too. It's like my pelvis and my hips are like being like, there's like pressure, but it's because, and she's able to be like that because right now she's like smaller and more like skinny. Over the next third of the pregnancy, she's gonna get a lot more fat on her and just get bigger, obviously. So she won't be able to lay like this, and she'll just like, so then that's the time where they like start to shift and move head down, hopefully, please God, because they get bigger and it's not comfortable for them to be like big laying like that. So she said she should start shifting soon, of getting more head down and not laying like this. So I should get a little bit more relief, hopefully, we'll see. But then it's gonna be like the pressure of her head down on my pelvis, which I remember with Sage, I had lightning crotch so bad. If you know, you know. If you are wondering if you have it, you don't. If you experience it, you know you're experiencing it. It's literally like a jolt. You're just like walking and living your life, and you're like, oh my gosh, it feels like lightning just striking down there. It's crazy. I have not had that yet, but I'm anticipating it because I feel like you usually get it towards the last third of pregnancy, so we'll see. I realized this the other night. I have not been using a pregnancy pillow. I did with Sage, and I felt like it kind of was uncomfortable. Like, parts of it were nice and then other parts of it were not nice. Like, usually they're like this, you know, like the pregnancy pillow is like this. And if you have this part up here by your head, like at least for me, it made my like head, like my neck would be so sore the next day and I couldn't like get comfortable. Then if you like flip it around so the U part is like at the bottom, I feel like it kind of just like got in the way, or it was just like, I don't know. So I've just been using regular pillows in bed between my legs on each side. I literally have like one on each side of me, and then I have my main pillow behind me, and then I have another little pillow that sometimes I'll just like hold. But so when I shift side to side, I have a pillow right there with me for both options. This past week we did travel again. It was just a small trip, about like not even an hour away from where we live, and we went to Serenbe, and it's the most beautiful, quaint, charming little community. We went for my brother-in-law's wedding. It is just the prettiest place ever. So it was such a nice getaway. I want to go back. We literally had the best time. So I think that was the last time I'm probably going to travel, but I actually don't know. Wait, I'm going on a road trip that's like over 2 hours away tomorrow with my friend. Okay, maybe, okay, I am doing small little trips, but I don't know. I'm going to try to fit in as much as I can while I'm able to, but my sister-in-law is also having a baby soon. She is 36 weeks now. Could be kind of any time over the next couple weeks or month, maybe a little bit more than that, you just never know. And I'm so excited for them. And then a month after that, my best friend is due. So it's just really exciting to have other people, like close people in my life, having babies like literally the same time as me, but they're before me, so I get to have like little things to look forward to along the way while I'm anticipating my own baby coming. It's gonna be exciting to have those babies enter in the world first, and I get to like get excited and like be around newborns and just like have these two close people in my life like go through having a baby. My sister-in-law, it's her first baby, and my best friend, this is gonna be her second baby. So I'm just so excited, and I have that to look forward to. Last thing, which I've talked about a lot of times, but I'm here to tell you about it again because I use this every single day, and these are my holy grails. It's the 8 Sheep Organics, so this is the True Belly Serum. So I put this on morning and night, and then I do the Immortal Overnight Balm. I do that at night, and then I use the lotion that my friend makes. Use that all over my body at some point in the day too. And then this is the Sleepy Body Lotion because I have restless leg syndrome every single night, and it's terrible. And I've also been getting cramping in my feet and in my shins and in my calves, like Charlie horses I keep getting. And I think it's from this past weekend wearing heels, because I never wear heels literally ever anymore. And my feet, you know, just being like this, I think it just like made my muscles like strained. So when I'm laying in bed, if I like move a certain way, like my toes cramp up and my feet cramp up and my shins, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this really, really helps. I brought this with me over the weekend. One of the nights that I had heels on, I was in bed that night and I was feeling that. I got up out of bed at like 3 in the morning and put this on, and then I was able to fall back asleep, and then it didn't come back. So this stuff is so good. Actually, I'm getting my grandpa some of this because he has restless leg syndrome really bad right now. So I'm like, let me get you some magnesium lotion and we'll see how you feel. I have a code that I'll put here, and then I'll put it below for a discount. But if you are pregnant, get this. If you know somebody that's pregnant and you're like, what's the best gift to give someone who's pregnant? Get this. I know so many of you have got this now, and you'll tell me, you're like, this is good stuff. I'm like, I know. I swear by it. I really do swear by it. For the next pregnancy update, I'll do the second trimester update, which will include weeks like 26, 27, and 28 probably. And I'll do like a full recap of the second trimester, and then I'm into my third, which is crazy. I'm also doing a pregnancy Q&A. That'll be in the next couple videos. I don't know when it'll be up compared to when this one is, but I'll be doing that soon. So if you do have any questions you want me to include in that, put them below, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. All right, bye.